So here we have a video of a man trying to enter a party or a celebration in the United States of America. It's shocking. Why is it shocking? It's a shocker because it's something you don't see every single day. It's a video of a man wearing a dress going to a party in a Ugandan community. Well, the man is Ugandan and is going in a party in the United States, but in a Ugandan community in the US. Let's watch the video so you can see because, yeah, let's go.
When I'm says, all the Kayaka visa is done to protect me. I've been here 5 years because I'm gay. Go let me know when you come to the home. You was a Bakatonga, you Namasi. Katonga, are you God? Bakatonga, are you God to judge me? Because you are a stupid black man. Namasi. Don't just say that. You just ruined my night.
You ruined my night.
Ruined my night.
That man doesn't like people ruining his night.
You see Uganda. You do it because I'm gay.
This is not Uganda.
Ruined my night.
He's very angry. He doesn't like what's happening. He said they ruined his night. And he said a lot of negative things that we cannot say here. But I hope the team will be able to translate this in English so you can read it. What's happening, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. My name is Zack. Thank you. If you're first time, you're welcome. We like you here. We want you here. We want you to stay. Here we talk about the motherland. We talk about many things that will interest you. If you have sympathy for Africa and the black community, this is the place you want to be. Great. Now, we are talking about these subjects right here. This man from Uganda, living in the United States of America, just went to a party where he was rejected. Why was he rejected? He was rejected because he wore a dress. Now, remember, this is the United States of America. However, this is a Ugandan party. Now, remember, Uganda voted a law a few months ago, I believe almost a year ago, votes a law completely prohibiting relationship between man and another man. So you can't do that in Uganda. I understand in your country, if you're from the Western nations and stuff, it's normal. But in most African nations, it's not acceptable. Why? Because most African nations do not agree to that. I mean, it could go to something like that in South Africa. It'd be fine. If he went to something like in South Africa wearing a dress, it'd be just fine. I mean, there are plenty of communities that, there's even a name for them. It's normal, you know, their right is accepted and they are protected within the South African constitution. I mean, not many African countries have those sort of freedom and, no, not at all. Not many African countries. I believe Gabon was one of the countries that allowed that officially, but many people believe Gabon did that to please the slave masters. Now, South Africa doesn't necessarily have a direct slave master right now with influence, but South Africa is a very diverse community where you get blacks, whites, Indians, Chinese, so nobody really decides what's up. Anyway, now, this is Uganda. Uganda voted the law. The law in Uganda is very clear. You cannot do that. If you do that, you're going to be put in jail. I mean, you can admire other men, no problem. But just don't be obvious. Don't do it in public. Don't be touching each other in private part. Don't be kissing one another. Yeah, they don't like that. And the law says if by any case a person who living with that disease that doesn't have a cure, you happen to have intimacy with a person who's negative and they turn positive, you're going to be, that's the law in Uganda. Well, is it fair? No, it's not fair. But that's their country. They choose whatever they want to do for their country. Well, they say communities in Uganda don't like it, meaning traditional leaders and spiritual leaders, Christian and Muslims, don't agree to that. Therefore, the parliament of Uganda say, no, we're not going to accept that. And after they did that, America and Western nations were very angry at Uganda. They actually canceled the visa of the parliament president. I think that lady named Anita Onong. They canceled the visa. She used to have a 10-year visa to the US. They canceled it. They canceled her family's visas. They threatened Uganda to cut aid and stuff. Uganda was kicked off of a program of World Bank and stuff like that. Uganda used to receive $300 million from the United States of America to help people living with HIV. Yes. Guess what happened next? They say, because you chose a law like that, we are taking the $300 million away. Now, many people ask a question to know, was the $300 million really because America wanted to help people living with HIV in Uganda? Or was it for leverage purpose? I mean, if you are helping people living with HIV in Africa and the country chooses a law that you don't like, what does that have to do with the people you're helping? I mean, do HIV people vote the law in Parliament of Uganda? No, they don't. So why are they being punished for something they don't control? Unless what you're giving was actually for leverage, for you to control. I'm going to give you the money. I won't say it's for whichever purpose, but if you do things I don't like, I take the money away because you've gotten used to the money. That's why you don't get used to help. It's not good. Getting used to other people's help, it's bad. Living in somebody's house for too long, it's bad because you get used to that. Eating for free at somebody's house, whether you're friends or close friend or cousins, it's bad because you get used to that. At the end of the day, you are removed of the responsibility of taking care of yourself. And as soon as he decides, he said, dude, I don't like the way you walk. I don't like those pants. They're too big for my eyes. I don't like that girlfriend of yours. He smells a funny perfume. You're in trouble because then your system doesn't understand how to look after yourself anymore. You got to be self-sufficient. And that's the fight that this man right here, Thomas Sankara, used to have. He wanted African nations to be able to take care of themselves and not hope that help comes from somewhere in Europe or America. But guess who took him out? His brothers. As usual, Africans take out other Africans when they think different from them. Now, this man from Uganda who left Uganda many years ago because the law doesn't allow you to live freely like that in Uganda, especially not wearing dress, went to a party in America, a Ugandan party, a party by the state, and he wants to enter like that. Does he have the right to enter? Well, within himself, he has the right to be who he is, right? But can you go to a community that clearly does not tolerate something and be that way? I don't know. Can you go to a Muslim country like Saudi Arabia or Qatar or whatever with your hair showing off as a lady? Can you do that? I don't think you can do that. It's not allowed. Do you have the freedom? Yes, you do have the freedom to do that, but you can't go into Qatari area or, I don't know, Saudi Arabia, some of those staunch Muslim countries and do that. Wear miniskirts. It's not okay. And I know that's America. But when you're going into a party that is Ugandan, you must respect the Ugandan culture or not. I don't know. Let me know how you feel about that. Should you respect, let me say Qataris and all these Muslim Arab countries somewhere in Africa, they have a party which is clearly with their culture. You go in there, will you go with your hair showing off as a lady? If their culture doesn't allow that, I don't know if you can do that. So the man is very angry, as you can see. So this is what it is. It's not just Uganda, okay? In Uganda, they don't like that, okay? You can do that stuff on private spot. So in your house, you can touch each other, do your own things, whatever. You don't even have to use any moisturizer or anything. You can go just like that. But don't do it in public space. This is not limited to Uganda. Look at this country. This is Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso lately, the transitional parliament has passed a bill banning men who like other men. You can't do that in Burkina Faso. You know Burkina Faso, the country of this man right here, Ibrahim Traoré. It's banned. It's official. So it's never used to be official, but now they've made it law. They've disapproved of it. You can't do that. Justice Minister Edaso Rodrigue Bayala also said that foreign nationals caught breaking the law would also be deported. So as a foreign national, if you go to Burkina Faso and you like a Burkina man, just make sure you do your things in private, brother, because if you do it in public and they see you, they're going to arrest you. If they don't arrest you, they're going to send you back to your country. I mean, you probably would like that. But if they want to punish you, they'll put you in jail. And you don't want that. Brother, jails in Africa, not very nice. Look at this is a jail in Africa. This is Nairobi. Look at the jail. This is Uganda. Look at the jail. This is Congo. Look at the jail. You don't want to be no jail in Africa, trust me. Anyway, fellas, it was a great pleasure. Let me know how you feel about this. Is it correct? I mean, was this man right to walk into a party dressed like that and being very angry. I mean, I didn't see very much femininity when he was screaming, "You ruined up my party!"
You just ruined my night. You fucking ruined my night.
That's what it is, fellas. It was a great pleasure. Oh, like I said to you the other day, my music video is out. For a lot of you who don't know, I beat people up for leaving. Look at this. That's me. Yes, that's me. I also do music. Okay, this is a brand new venture. Look at this.
Arrête.
Ne me touche pas. J'en ai rien à foutre.
Calme le jeu.
That's my music video. So go check it out. The link on the description. Please throw it in. Okay, God bless.